Hey guys, it's Jason here and welcome to another video. So today guys, we are unboxing a Traxxas Spartan. I'll be honest guys, this has already been unboxed. It's kind of a new to me boat. The person that had it before, he only actually drove it once. We did a little trade a little while ago and this is what I got out of the deal. I got the boat and I think four batteries, so 2 sets of batteries for it. And anyways guys, let's get to unboxing it. I will say this guys, this color, when I first kind of started looking into boats or into this boat and I knew I was getting this one, I wasn't really thrilled, but once I saw it in person, it looks incredible. I don't have any of the Traxxas vehicles with this type of graphics on it, so no, it looks really cool guys. Nothing special there guys, same TQI radio. And again guys, because I'd already unboxed it, I already have a stand made. So you get this little stand. It doesn't have any of like the little rubber booties on it that the Pro boats do. So I don't know, it's a little bit cheap, but you guys know me, I always like to get those just nice shots of the boat. These are the ones I always look forward to when I'm watching a video. Perfect morning to do an unboxing of a boat. Such a nice day. Someday guys, I'm gonna figure out how to do videos properly, and I'll put a little bit of music in when I do these kind of shots so that it's not just me holding a camera, but you do get the birds in the background. Alright guys, before I break open the canopy, I just thought I'd give you guys a few specs. The boat is 36.5 inches long, that's the hull. But overall, I think from the front of the boat to the back, I think is just over 40 inches. It's a brushless boat. It's got the VXL-6S Marine. That ESC has been around for a long time. Brushless motor, it's 540. Excuse me guys. So nothing super fancy there. The steering servo, you'll see it. It's the same old servo that you see in everything. it's not fiberglass. So if you're familiar with RC boats and you're familiar with, let's say, Pro Boat, for example, I've owned a lot of their boats. Their boats are fiberglass. This is ABS, so this is like a style of plastic, which kind of catches you off guard when you first get the boat, because it does feel really cheap. When I first took this boat out of the box, that was my first impression. Was, if you're used to, if you're used to picking up and handling, like I said, a Pro Boat, a fiberglass boat, you will notice a big difference when you take this out. You'll be like, whoa, like what am I paying for? Now, to be fair, it's not the end of the world. It's obviously, it's nice to have fiberglass boat just because, hey, it's fiberglass like a real boat. But I don't think at the end of the day, yeah, you'll be able to fix the fiberglass one, but let's face it, a lot of people don't know how to fix them, and they don't fix them anyways. Anyways, guys, we're gonna take the canopy off. So nothing too special here, guys. There's no magnets or anything like that. It's just a body pin. You got the little rubber booty kind of holding it on. Take it out. Like I said, guys, there's that plastic. But again, I don't know if you guys can get an idea, but my God, those colors look incredible. Anyways, guys, there's inside the boat. Like I said, there's nothing too crazy going on in there. It's the one thing about boats when you get them, with cars, you've got wheels and tires and suspensions and shocks and arms and hinge pins and everything. And a boat is pretty much just the hull, and then obviously the hardware for steering and the prop and all that kind of stuff. You do have a flex shaft. That's what's down here. It runs obviously out to your propeller. Pretty much, there's not a ton of maintenance to a boat, but that does come out every once in a while, and you just got to grease it up. That's all. There's the VXL-6S Marine. It had some problems in the beginning. I really hope that they've kind of fixed those. The 540 brushless motor. You have like a little water jacket. For those of you who are not familiar with boats, I'll show you guys back here first. Right here, guys, that's the pickup. So that's where the water comes in when you're running the boat. And it comes up, goes through the tube, and it's basically kind of like fuel tubing. But what it does, guys, is it basically, that's what cools the actual electronics in the motor. Comes up, it'll go through the ESC, cool, come out, then it goes into the motor. This is the jacket, so it's like cold water all around it, and then it'll come out right there. So it's kind of constantly recycling, I guess you can say, water, which is pretty cool, because you're always going to have nice fresh cold water going through, which is going to help keep your electronics running at a proper temperature, because unlike a car, you don't have air going over it. Pretty much you're gonna, I always do anyways, seal up the canopy when I put it on the boat. So I'll use hockey tape and I'll run it all around the canopy, so that in the case if it does happen to submerge, you have that little bit of extra protection. But again, you don't have any airflow going in. So that's why something like this is important. I don't know if it's hot racing, but I know there's other companies out there that make mods that you can run a dual pickup. So you end up running dual lines in. So you have one line basically going straight to the ESC and then out, and another line going straight to the motor and out, which is, I don't know, we'll have to see how that goes. We'll see what the temperatures are like, and when I take the canopy off today, how hot it is. It's got a huge area for batteries. This is not, if you've seen my video on the Zealous, I think it was Zealous 36, I don't remember now, it was about a year ago. That boat ran dual speed controls, so you could actually run 4 batteries. This is not the case. They just give you big options to basically kind of tune the boat. From my experience, somewhere in around here is going to be where I want them. I've played with, depending on the water and basically how smooth it is kind of how you tune a boat. But I usually kind of stick with a safe point and kind of just always land sort of in the middle. That way you just, you can plane properly and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, that's the Spartan. Hope you enjoyed this early morning video. Like I said, it's an absolute beautiful video, or beautiful, no, that sounds stupid. Anyways guys, there you have it, the Traxxas Spartan. You know, it's a fairly old boat. It's been around for a while. They've changed a few minor things, obviously the colors of it and stuff like that. But you know, when I did get offered this boat, I did do some research, and a lot of people that have them, pretty much everybody that has them does like them. And even though they're not fiberglass, that isn't the end of the world. Alright guys, unlike other videos, we are going to go throw this on the lake and see how she drives. Alright guys, we're back. I don't usually talk when I drive just because I want to enjoy the actual driving experience. But I gotta say guys, that was a super fun boat. I'm actually really surprised. I wasn't expecting to like it that much. It handled really well. There was that one bit of a scare. Heart stopped for a second. But no, besides from that guys, this thing was awesome. I'm really happy. We didn't even kick into the low voltage cutoff yet. Curious to see what kind of water we got inside. We got quite a bit guys. Hopefully my GoPro's angled quite a bit. So I'm definitely gonna have to take a little bit more time when I'm taping it off now. Just because I don't want any issues in there. Even though I know a lot of this stuff is waterproof, the only thing that's not is the receiver. But the receiver is inside the box, so. But yeah, guys, I'm really happy. I can honestly say I'm very surprised. I wasn't expecting to like this boat as much as I did, just because I have had some of the Pro boats. But I'm going to be, one thing I will say right off the bat, and this isn't anything against Pro boat. I have a tendency to always buy catamarans, and I really can honestly say I prefer V-hulls. I think they're just more natural looking on the water. The way they carve through the water just, again, looks more natural. So even though I know catamarans are a little bit faster, they're supposed to be a little bit more stable and all that kind of stuff, I do prefer the V-hull. I just like the way it looks in the water. I like the way it handles in the water. And again, it just looks more natural. Anyways guys, I'm going to go out and take a few pictures of this thing on the water.